Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. So today in this video, we are going to see an interesting area or interesting topic in terms of Neoload. This is one of the questions that's been asked in our WhatsApp channel, where the person, the one who has asked me the question, so he wanted me to see, or he wanted me to know that he wanted to retrieve some value from the response, and then he wanted to use, or he wanted to make use of the right response to the file. So he wants to know, or he wants to understand, how does this work. So in this video, I'm going to show you how does this exact right response to a file works, and what are all the uses of it, and how to use that. So before we move on to this video, this is me, Asan Shanmugam. I welcome you all to a Little Slaw YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed it yet, and please do consider joining my channel. And in fact, we are discussing about a lot of interview questions and various other topics in terms of performance testing, performance engineering, SRE, platform engineer, DevOps engineers. We are discussing lots of topics every day, and yeah, that's one more point. So I'm posting videos on every day, so you'll be gaining more knowledge. And in fact, there were lots and lots of feedbacks from our subscribers, from our LinkedIn family, from our YouTube family, that they are getting placed in very good organizations by watching the interview videos. So please do give a try and watch all the videos. And if in case if you have any queries and with any questions, please do reach out to me. We can discuss that in our upcoming video. And in this video, yep, now we'll see what is this write response file. So firstly, I have created a script from Neoload, a very basic script, because the objective here is to show you how does the write response file work. So coming back to this part, so I'm just choosing one of the requests. Just randomly, I'm choosing one of the requests here, and I'm going to advanced. And in the advanced, normally when you open the advanced, you normally get the variable extractors tab, but then there is one more tab before that, which is the advanced settings. And here in the advanced settings, you can see there is a write response to a file. So as the name suggests, what this will do is this will write the response of this particular page, like whatever page you are selecting, whatever page you are selecting. So for example, if I'm selecting, let me just show you. So for example, in this scenario, I'm just selecting this particular page, the third transaction. In that transaction, there is one request, and I'm selecting that value. And then what I'm doing is, I have created a folder already to save this response, and then I'm pasting this value here, giving a backslash, and then let me write response.bin. So any file that you create, it should contain the extension .bin. Okay, you cannot use any other. Let's try with other extensions as well, but for sure, by default, you should use .bin as the default extension for any of the files that you are going to run here. And then so like it has given here, so the path and template of the file to create. So this is the path and the template of the file which you're going to create. And then we are going to store the evaluated file path in the variable. So this is just a variable where you're going to save the or store the file path. That's it. So we are doing two things. One is we are writing the response to the file, to this file, and then we are storing the evaluated file path in the variable. That's it. We are not making much. We are not doing anything else. So let me click OK. I'm going to the check user path, and let me change this to 1 and click OK. And when I do start checking, let's wait for a moment to see this execution gets completed, and then I will show you the result of this page, like what exactly is being returned to that page. Yep, so now this has been completed, and let me go to the file, and we have the response.bin. Let me open it, and if you see here the file, so this is the response of that file. So this is okay. I believe I have to change it. Let me just change it again because I have made this in previous as well. I believe I have made this here. So yeah, let me just uncheck this, and let me even uncheck this as well. Yep. So no more files are going to write. Let me close this. Let me just remove these files. Coming back to this original request, and yeah, let me just run this request again. So I have started checking the page, and when you run this page, we'll see what happens, like what is the response time, what is the response that is returned in that page. So if we go back to this response.bin, and when I open this file, and here you can see this is the actual response of that particular page, where we are able to see the response. Like for example, the uh, the catalog.action, the product ID part, the product ID which we normally wanted to see in the page, right? The values that we're going to correlate. So these are the values that will, or that is in the response. So for example, if I open Neoload again, and if I go to that particular page, that is the transaction, and if you see here the response, so this exactly is the same thing. Just if you can compare it, exactly this is the same thing which we are seeing here, same part. So this is what that's been written in the file. And there is one more thing which I will show you, and that is if you're running it, like for example, like for 3 or 4 times, what happens is every time when you run it, automatically those responses getting appended, or they're getting added at the end of the file. So for example, if we are running 4 times, right? And now if I open that file, so and you can see the size of the file is also increased. And if you open the file, you can see this part 4 times, or four or more than that. Sorry, yeah, Control F. Yeah, so you can see the second time here, third time, fourth time, and the fifth one, because that is five, because we have already created one. We ran it in the previous test, and now we have executed it 4 times, so it has been appended. So it is not clear, and every time it's getting appended to this file. So what exactly is happening here? So we are writing the response of that particular page, or that particular request in a file. So that is what we are doing here. And I even tried correlating, but for now it's not working. But yeah, let me try with other options as well, like whatever the other possibilities. And let me try one more thing. So coming back to the advanced, let's see what all the other options do we have. Like for example, txt, and let me select some other file, and we'll try some other options. For example, save changes, yes. And let me just copy this location, and let me just change it here. So this is going to be response.csv. Let's just try all these options, right? Then let me save it, and let's run it. So previously we tried with .bin, and it did work. So the thing is, we were able to see the response of that particular file in there. But now I'm trying with different file formats. Let's go. Yep. So you can see here, you can see the response in different formats, in various different formats. And that's a good thing, right? So you can get the formats in various files. And that's good to see, because you are able to save, or you're able to write the responses in different files. And that's a good thing. So it's not just bin, but it's just any file. And if you are running this in a load generator, even you can do this with a load test as well. But just imagine you're going to create tons of files when you are running a test. But again, the question was asked to me was whether I can correlate a particular value and I can write. But in this first scenario, I would say so far what I have explored is I was not able to I was able to correlate a value, but still I was not able to write that value, because as it's mentioned here, it's very clearly mentioned that this is going to write the response to a file. So which means whatever response it has, I mean, like, let me just show you this one as well. You're seeing the response of this particular page, right? But just imagine you can even get the response of a GIF file as well. Yes, that's true. And you can get the GIF file, for example. Let me just show it. So yeah, so this is what we're going to do now, and the responses slash GIF. Let me just save it, and let me do a quick check. So any files that you can write it in the machine. Yep. So if you see here responses, you're able to download that file. So that is what is happening, because You are extracting the response. You're extracting whatever the response in that particular request. You're extracting it, and there is one thing you can do in this scenario. Let me just show it to you. For example, here, but this might not work. But anyways, let's try that. For example, in fact, it can even throw an error, but still, okay, I think for now this won't work. But for yeah, but let me try with some other options, and then I'll come back to you on this if you really need more information on this part. But for now, we can get the response of the file. Like if it is a ASPX file, you can get the response, or any files. It's not just ASPX. It can be even a .NET or a Java file. You can get that, and if it is a CSS file, you can get the response. And even if it's a GIF, you can download the image. So you can use this very well in for downloading the images as well. So this is how, in fact, it works in the during the production and during the testing. So yeah, I think I have explained you whatever I can do with the write response to a file. But yeah, like I told you, I will come up with some other solutions to write the correlated values so that you can write all the set of values in your same file. I think there should be some options, but yeah, I'll come up with mine in the next video. So until I meet you in my next video, it's bye bye from Shanmugam and your favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.